Welcome everybody back to the channel right here on Retro Replay 1UP, coming to you with this live video from our studio at the Port Royal Network headquarters in Far North Queensland. Thank you for making us part of your night. I'm joined here in the studio by Zion sitting right next to me, and Zion, tonight, what are we doing on the channel?
It's a change of pace for what we usually do, because this is something a little it's a little concerning. So if you're not in the know, the Nintendo Wii U and 3DS eShops set to shut down within, I think it's about 5 days from now, so the 27th of March is the date we've been given. And yeah, so it sucks because there's a ton of games on there. There's the original sort of style of the virtual console. There's a bunch of exclusives. All that stuff is just going to be made unavailable to buy, and I can't see a reason why they wouldn't maybe try and keep it up. But yeah, I guess they're deciding to finally move on. It's going to be the end of an era for the eShop and Nintendo in general, because I think the both of them, if you count the beginning of it, the 3DS launched in 2011. So yeah, this is about 11, 12 years of this eShop service, and it's coming to a close. Now, of course, we don't have... we actually do have access to the 3DS one, because if you have a flick through the channel, you'll find that we actually unboxed one not too long ago. And personally myself, I've definitely been doing some spending on that 3DS. I've been trying to collect up as many games as I can, many virtual console games, as many of the eShop exclusives, all that sorts of stuff. But I haven't really had a flick through the Wii U store in a while. But I know there's definitely some oddities and just some relics of the past on there. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be having a flick through the Wii U eShop. So we're going to boot it up right here. There's...
So yeah, the little mini game you get to play while you wait. So actually, we've got my Wii U booting up here.
3 for 3.
I think I've got some
3 for 3
titles already that I've bought.
And so the first thing you'll notice is, if you've not booted up your Wii U, if you have one still, is that we get actual menu music. So how about that? That's not something that we really get anymore. With the the Switch's eShop, it's just silence and a slightly laggy menu, which personally not the biggest fan of. Not that it bothers me all that much, but I mean the state that it's in. This is like snapshot 2017. This eShop is basically frozen, and actually we've got an unread news tab. Wii U and eShop discontinuation. So here we go. So as of late March 2023, it will no longer be possible to make purchases in the Nintendo eShop for the Wii U and 3DS family of systems. It will also be no longer possible to download free content, including demos. So yeah, even if you haven't got any cash on these consoles, it's still worth it to flick through and maybe see if there's some free games or demos there that you can still snap up while it's not too late. As of the 29th of August, 29th, okay. Still though, that may be the date, but if you are planning to buy some games last minute here, just like get in and do it when you can, like earlier the better, because you never know what could happen here. It will only be possible to use an eShop card. Oh, that was last year, that's right. So there was, they stopped the service of being able to use eShop cards with these consoles, although there is still a technical workaround to get money on it, as I discovered when I booted up the 3DS, which I might go into detail a bit later on. Changes to the Nintendo eShop on the 3DS family of systems will simultaneously take effect in software, where it's possible to make purchases. Okay, yep. And then March 23, and for the foreseeable future, it will be possible to download games and DLC. Okay, receive software updates, and enjoy online play. Okay, so we still get some functionality, it's just that the shop's gonna go.
Won't be able to buy new things, I would say. Anything that you've bought, you can re-download.
Oh, these are just all the actual notifications.
It's been a while since this has been booted up.
So this is in the spotlight this week. I think it's been a long week. But this must take us to the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild. Yep. 3rd of the 3rd, 2017, so coming up to 6 years. Well, it's past 6 years of that. Which is crazy that Breath of the Wild is 6 years old. That's just seems wrong to me. Do we get... No, the eShop doesn't quite get reviews, kind of like the say the Xbox stores do. And Nintendo makes you leave a more generalized kind of review. Oh, that's right. So the Switch's, the Wii U's eShop is so old that it never actually got the new version of Minecraft. You can see the handle there is still Wii U edition. That's what they'd basically name it on every console. The Fallout pack is there.
Yeah.
The Mario pack. Let's check that out. I think you can get this on the Switch if you buy Minecraft on the Switch. But yeah, so every console would have be named after that version. So one that I played a lot of back in the day was the Xbox 360 edition. I'm sure many of us used to play that one a lot. Just recently on the 3DS eShop, I bought the Nintendo 3DS edition of Minecraft, which was interesting. It's a sight to behold.
Skinny Warrior is the sight to behold.
Yeah, some of these skins sort of translate differently. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This whole like texture pack thing, and I believe it does come with a fully rendered world. A fully like built world. You can explore this one here. And yes, it does actually play Mario music in the background. This is one of those. Cool. Studios. What else on here? Mario Party 10, Splatoon 1, Guacamelee, Gunman Clive. That's a 3DS title. But yeah, check this out. So it's still got advertisements for Mario Kart 8's DLC, which this game's getting old on the Switch, but this is the original version for the Wii U, released 2014.
2014.
This game is 9 years old.
And we've got the deluxe edition on Switch right now, which is still pumping out updates.
Yes, to this day. It's it really is kind of like the GTA 5 of Nintendo titles. I remember this blew me away when it was announced. That, as well as the, I don't know if there's a trailer for it or if we're going to be able to watch this. Oh, that's very nostalgic, that little jingle right there has the logo showed up. But this, when the F-Zero pack launched, it's just having no trouble buffering. That, I hadn't seen a new F-Zero since F-Zero, one of the Game Boy Advance ones. It wasn't Maximum Velocity, it was something else. GP Legend, I think it was called. But yeah, we hadn't seen one since then. And the last console one was on the GameCube with F-Zero GX. So the fact we got, I guess, content, racing content in a Nintendo game that involved F-Zero was just very exciting, but it didn't lead to a new game, sadly. But not to mention this crossover.
Yeah.
Who remembers seeing this for the first time? This was just beyond random.
The Mercedes GLA.
I think our gamepad may be going flat. But yeah, these Mercedes-Benz vehicles. What I was trying to show you, even they oh wow, they've got the. That was the cool thing about this eShop, is that you had all these photos, and like they would put all the trailers and stuff here too, like Mario Kart Direct. trailers from 2014, all that kind of stuff.
Maybe we might do the old switcheroo. Because the cable ain't gonna reach your side of the desk. Unless you want me to hold it or you want to sit here.
I'm cool with whatever, so...
That's the thing, guys, I don't know if it's an issue with the gamepad, like after so many years the battery starts to go on it, but...
I know mine definitely did. I had to replace it entirely because it started to puff up like a balloon. Wind Waker HD.
Alright, where are we?
We've got the Smash Wii U.
It's got the Woolly's World. Have you played Woolly's World?
I have not. I have been interested in getting some of these Yoshi games, because there's one on 3DS as well. Well, there's the Smash Ultimate costume.
Oh, yeah. There's something about the art style of this game, though. Go this way.
Looks very warm.
And like the miniature, like the...
Little Big Planet-esque. Developer interviews.
2015. Only 3% casual. Still that 17% thinking they want to go into Woolly's World with that intensity. But where is it? This picture here. That looks cool.
That's an intense looking level.
And you can see that's... Well, I don't know if that's meant to reflect like lava and all that sort of stuff. But you can see the way... It just looks like a little like...
like a crocheted diorama.
Yeah. Has this game seen a port over to Switch? Or
I think so. I think the only major Nintendo game that hasn't seen a port yet is possibly Xenoblade Chronicles X. 2013 was the HD remaster of this game. Oh, we're in the 20th anniversary of this game then.
Yeah.
I think Wind Waker was 2003.
Oh, there you go.
And then this was 2013, and which puts it into perspective that the HD remaster is now as old as the original was when it came out. Time flies.
So this is the method I first experienced Wind Waker with. Is the HD remake. Absolutely loved it. Single bottle. I remember...
I think that was the Miiverse functionality.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a someone out there currently who is... I think he's trying to archive Miiverse messages.
Oh.
And like stuff like that. It's crazy.
Well, here we go. Here's a game that we spent a lot of time with. The
Not gonna lie, yeah, I'm pretty nostalgic for Smash 4. Even though looking back at it, it might be my least favorite of the Smash games. That still, it's still Smash. It's still least favorite. It's like it's still a favorite game to play.
And hey, this is the game that gave rise, so to speak, of our Port Royal Smash brand. The precursor to what the Port Royal Smash brand is now was this game back when we...
Oh, this game mode.
Yeah, that game mode. Back when we did our weekly streams.
Did we play Smash 4 for a retro replay? I seem to remember we may have.
We did Brawl. I don't know. I don't think we haven't done Smash 4.
We'll have to look back through our own archives. But if you head down, oh yes, it's. I think it's got all the character reveal trailers just about.
Oh,
which these are some of the sickest things. Yeah, Bayonetta was the final character of Smash 4.
That's right. Mewtwo was a DLC.
He was the very first DLC. Like when the game was getting announced, they announced him alongside with it. Yep, the whole like when Lucas and Roy were announced as DLC, that was just like the moment we all knew that like wow, these characters can come back if they didn't make the cut, there's still a chance. And Roy was definitely one that I was the most hype about. So I was fully in the is this the Final Fantasy VII? This one was just all the Smash reveals. That's one thing I miss about Smash Brothers, is the excitement for the character reveals.
And the reveal trailers were done so well. Could you imagine watching this for the first time and this logo coming up?
There's just a whole genre of videos on YouTube which is just people reacting to this and like the other trailers.
And I mean, I haven't been much of a Final Fantasy player, but I know who Cloud was. So we have a few Cloud players over in Port Royal Smash. I think the likes of like the Mad Dog,
Tsunami, aka Mr. Delvin,
and oh, I can't remember what his game name was. This just includes those little quirky cutaway shots as well. I can't remember the name of those little critter things. Let's watch one more. Which one was a good one?
I just remember that Corrin's one was very random, or just their inclusion into the game, because they had kind of the same deal as Roy in Melee, where their game wasn't even released yet. It was an upcoming game, and they just put him in the game, and as a kind of a cross promotion or something.
Yeah, definitely would have been that to promote the upcoming game.
Doesn't help that his game didn't actually release overseas though.
Yeah.
It was Japan only. This game still looks good too. You like put these side by side to Ultimate, and it's surprisingly I've seen some cases where honestly the game looks a little better, whether it's the art style or something. Ah yes, the character that killed the competitive scene of this game.
Who is that, Lady Palutena? It's an Umbra Witch. I thought they were extinct.
Like you can tell what they were going for, but it just players found ways to abuse the hell out of her like combo game.
Watch out for her bullet arcs.
I think the moment competitive Smash Wii U died was probably Evo 2017 Grand Finals. It was two Bayonetta players were playing the first game of Grand Finals, and if you know her gun like shooting move, where if you just press and hold the button down, she'll kind of stay in that pose before she starts shooting. Well, basically they both went into the gun stance and sat there for like 5 minutes straight before one of the TOs had to step in and tell them to start interacting and fighting. It was a bad look for Smash.
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.
But Ultimate seemed to sort that out. I was never good enough to sort of do the stuff they do with Bayonetta.
Yeah.
But we had a few people that liked playing, so.
You had a few Bayonetta players. I've never played any of the Bayonetta games. I think when I bought that PlayStation 3, it may be on the shelf there, Bayonetta, but I haven't played any of her games.
Don't be such a wimp.
And I think, was it the third one? Was a
just
Wii U exclusive?
We just saw Bayonetta 3, I think 1 and maybe 2 were re-released on the Wii U, and 3 that just recently came out was Switch exclusive.
Switch exclusive. Because I'm pretty sure it was a PlayStation exclusive. Bayonetta. Okay, let's keep going. Alright.
Oh, this is always my favorite part.
Let's just go from the top. Go from each tile. Here's Galaxy.
I like that they consider it virtual console, even for games as late as the Wii.
Now, I haven't played completely this game. I really wanted to try and get it into Mario Mania, but we're running out of time with that. Don't know if I'll be able to get another full playthrough in time, because I'm currently running through Bros U Deluxe over on the main channel. And we do have plans to run through 64. But I mean, I like the whole premise of it, like
It's
3D game, grand.
as much it is a 3D game, it's kind of it's a 3D game in the style of the 2D ones, in that while you're running around exploring like 3D areas, at the end of the day you're trying to get from point A to point B. There's like always a sort of an end goal.
And I did see a bit about that as well, that it's not as free-flowing as the 3D games. It's very linear compared to, say, Sunshine, 64 and Odyssey.
I'd say the analogy for Sonic fans would be comparing maybe Adventure to Generations when you're talking about like 3D, where there's a lot of 2D. It's not fully exploration. Oh, this one's on. Oh, they might be on sale because I think you own this on. You bought this on the original Wii back in the day.
See purchase, so it should be already installed on this console, I'm pretty sure. Majora's Mask. What can you say about Majora's Mask?
It's within my top 3 top games of all time. It's definitely due for another playthrough. Whether we'd do that for the channel or just personally myself, because I haven't played it in. It's been a fair few years now. I think it's probably been close to about maybe 8 years since I last did a full run through. I did Ocarina and then I did Majora back to back on the 64's actual consoles, and maybe it's time to revisit Majora, seeing that we have Ocarina going at the moment.
Yeah, we've got a playthrough of Ocarina of Time running on our channel. I think probably another stream or two may wrap that series up, so we might be seeing Majora's Mask on the channel pretty soon, actually.
But yeah, it's basically like it's not quite like a souped up kind of sequel. It's more of like a reimagined kind of thing. Completely different story, completely different gameplay premise, completely different tone and sort of world feel, but it's the Ocarina gameplay engine, like 1-to-1, and there's many things that cross over, like some of the character models come directly from Ocarina. Link's playing the Ocarina of Time and the Song of Time right now, so it's games that were direct follow-ups usually aren't too common in the Zelda series. Like, you could say Zelda 2 is a sequel to Zelda 1, but they play completely different. The only other ones I can think of are maybe Oracles of Ages and Seasons, maybe, whether they are sequels or not. We're getting one with Tears of the Kingdom, and that's the only... Yes, the only other ones I can think of are Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks, but I think that's it.
Bit of a trilogy sort of thing.
NES. Oh, Duck Hunt. I think you actually got to use the Wii Remote pointer as the zapper for that.
Ah.
Oh, Earthbound Beginnings. Actually, we'll get when we get to it.
Yeah, I'll only click on a few of these as we go through them.
Actually, what did that say in the description?
There we go.
Wii Remote instead of the zapper light gun is exactly as you might remember it. Which is cool that they integrated that. I think they added there's like a crosshair that shows up.
Yeah, that's cool that they brought the original but added a feature which is like usually they just directly ported over. It's Earthbound Beginnings.
Yeah, so Earthbound Beginnings is the first Earthbound game known as Mother in Japan. So this one only released in Japan on the NES. That there may look like Ness, but I think his name is actually something like Nintendo or something, or Ness. I could be wrong. I don't know my thing, but they actually named the characters Ness and Lucas on the thing here. That's cool, but yeah, I don't know too much about Earthbound lore and who the characters are and all that, but the second game, which is just called Earthbound, that came out on the Super Nintendo, is actually Mother 2 in Japan. That's the only one that America got, and then Mother 3 would release for the Game Boy Advance, but only in Japan again. So, and we didn't get any Earthbound here in Europe and Australia. So I think it was a big deal when Earthbound, well, Mother 2 for Super Nintendo launched on Virtual Console, and then they dropped this after that. It was like they finally brought it over. And yet, after all of this, nice Pac-Man eyes. After all this, Mother 3 still remains in as a Japan exclusive. They've never re-released it for some reason. I'd be interested in playing these. They're, yeah, Nintendo, that's the name there. They're basically RPGs, but they have a heavy sort of American suburban town kind of influence. There's some weird sort of moments and dialogue in it.
Bigfoot.
PK Freeze. This is sort of what games like Undertale are directly inspired by.
And need your help.
With the money I do have, so I should mention on my Wii U, I have about $30 of eShop credit left. So if there's any suggestions in the chat maybe, or leave a comment if there's anything that I should get, I'll take a look into those. But otherwise, yeah, I've got a few days left to spend that. Zelda 2. That's a weird one. I tried playing through Zelda 2, but I got fairly far into it, but that's using a guide, and I kind of gave up.
The original Zelda.
Mario 3. Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah, I'll just keep scrolling. If you want me to click into any, just let me know. Zoda's Revenge.
I think that's Star Tropics. That's like actually a Nintendo series that I think only lasted on the NES. I don't know much else about it.
Rose Woods.
That I think that's the final NES game from '94. Adventures of Lolo.
There's the Wrecking Crew. Ninja Gaiden. Metroid.
Devil World. I'm surprised that's on here because it's such a random game. Like, it's a Nintendo one, but it has a lot of kind of what do I say, Christian imagery in it.
Well, I will say, like, the name itself is. I would of course say it's different. I mean, Devil's World.
There's a devil and he's collecting crosses. I think it was a pseudo Pac-Man clone, but you might recognize that devil as an assist trophy in Smash, the one that shifts the screen border around.
Gotta go Punch Out. Everybody knows Punch Out.
Not Mike Tyson, so they no longer have the rights to do that.
Blaster Master.
I think the only way to actually play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out legally is the North American NES cartridge. Castlevania 3.
Dr. Mario.
Donkey Kong 3.
There it is, Excite Bike.
Excite Bikes. Oh, that's the original Star Tropics, I think, was that other game we're looking at, the sequel. I might have to check that game out. Mighty Final Fight. That's so Final Fight's like a side-scrolling beat-em-up game. It's one of my favorite games. I think I might have shown it off in a video we did. I think I got it when I went to Brisbane. And this is really weird. It's like a remake of the game, but for the NES. And they made all the characters sort of in a cutesy sort of chibi art style, and they actually kind of changed the combat up a bit and made it a bit more in-depth, which is odd that they do it on an older console. Like Final Fight came out in 89 and the SNES port must have been like 90, and this came out in 1993. Yeah, the original Final Fight's like one of my favorite games of all time, so
I don't mind beat 'em ups.
It's just an obscure game. Yeah, beat 'em ups, when they're good, you just want to let off some stress or something. You just start swinging.
It's once you get it going and you get into the rhythm of the groove of the game, it kind of keeps you going, which is what I find when I play some beat 'em up games.
I'd love to play Final Fight with you one time, because the Super Nintendo version didn't include multiplayer because Capcom just wasn't experienced with the Super Nintendo enough to implement it yet. But there's other releases you can play. But there's Pinball! My favourite pinball game of all time. Urban Champion.
Gallagher.
I've got that on my Wii. Not my purchase, by the way.
Pac-Man
NES.
2, Ice Climber.
Ice Climber. That game's actually pretty fun for what it is.
Donkey Kong.
I wonder if Donkey Kong Jr. Math is on here. The educational
Actually, I think
game.
we did see it.
Did we go past it, or we may have?
Yeah.
Volleyball. So
volleyball.
Yeah, the Nintendo sports titles, which if you remember when we showed off the golf and the pinball boxes on the Retro Replay episode we did on them, where they have the generic, they have the black box design with like the sprites on the front. This would have released alongside that line of games. They had like volleyball, tennis, golf, other ones too that I'm thinking of. Nice title screen.
Yeah, that's... yeah. I mean, I can see this looking really good on a CRT TV.
But I don't think the display would change whether it's fun or not. Damn. Oh, rip.
That's hard.
It's volleyball. What else can you say?
Has volleyball been included in like the Switch Sports or anything like that?
Not yet.
I go back, I think I saw Donkey Kong. Oh, maybe it was the top of that page.
DK3. You're right, it is there. Oh my god. I can't believe they actually include that.
Well, that's one thing I appreciate about Virtual Console is the amount of titles
Maybe I should
that
buy
we
that.
are missing.
I know nothing about this game except I think you just climb around and grab numbers to solve equations or something. You were able to squeeze 35 seconds into this ad. There's about 10 seconds gone already. Oh.
looks like there's a lot going on. They've obviously got to answer the sum, and that's it.
That was a big sum.
Answer the sum
But I
at
was
the
just
top of the
seeing-
screen. Alright, next page.
I wonder if they include that in their Donkey Kong retrospectives. Is that an official entry to the Donkey Kong series? Double Dragon.
Dragon, NES Open Golf Tournament.
Ooh, I spent some hours in that game on the Switch Online. Yeah, baseball is another one of the sports titles.
Clue Land.
Oh, that's there's like the only thing I know about Clue Land is there's a WarioWare minigame about it in WarioWare Smooth Moves, and also there's a song in Smash just called Clue Land. I've played on NES Remix too. It's kind of like a Pac-Man style game as well, but it's kind of confusing. Rather than collecting stuff, you have to fill out a border or something. Yeah, he's making a face. It's really confusing to play. Like, you hold a button and his arm comes out, and you have to like slingshot yourself around the poles or whatever.
Those things look familiar that you play as. For some reason. I wonder if they're in Wreck-It Ralph. I recognise the little spiky things.
They look a bit like Cubit. Yeah, those spiky things are the items. I think.
Where they're from. Correct us if we're wrong, but we're going to go with that.
That's a good thing about playing Smash a lot. You learn a lot about Nintendo franchises without even playing the games.
Here we go. I'm going to click on Kid Icarus because he's one of my main characters I play on Smash. So if you don't know, Kid Icarus is where Pit is from. No trailer, that's alright. We'll just look at some of the screens.
Those reviews though, this is a hardcore gamers game. I've played, snippets of it here and there, and it is pretty challenging.
Oh, 96%. So it's an intent. It's for gamers.
Speaking of Kid Icarus and the online store here, I've actually purchased Kid Icarus 2 of Myths and Monsters, I think it's called. Came out on the Game Boy, but only in Europe apparently, or something like that, which is odd for a sequel for a Nintendo game. But so we do have that. Double Dragon 2, Super C. Super C, I think, is Contra, the shoot 'em up game. You run and shoot the guns. I could be wrong, but no, it is okay. The weird thing about that game is, I think in Japan or somewhere it's Contra, and then for one of the ports of the game it was censored, and the human characters you play as got turned into robots, and it got changed to like Probotector or some weird name like that. Just the weird censorship they used to do back in those days. The humans here. Oh, this is maybe the sequel then. So.
Yep, looks like your standard SNES shooter.
These games are hard. It's like one hit kills you. It's one of those type of games.
I'm thinking just the playstyle right now. I'm thinking Super Star Wars.
Yes, that's pretty spot on, honestly.
And that game was hard. Super Star Wars is hard, guys. Have you ever played it? Alright. Where are we up to?
They even had soccer.
Soccer, Castlevania. Must be the first one.
Yep.
Renegade. Ice hockey.
They made ice hockey. There's golf.
Tennis.
Tennis, yeah. The sports titles. Donkey Kong, I've got that one.
Donkey Kong, Mario Bros. We'll click on Mario Bros. Just because it's Mario Mania happening right now on Port Royal Gaming.
Yeah, this is the I don't think they're called Koopas in this game. The enemies are actually called like Shell Creepers or something. It's weird.
It's a creepy name to give them. Shell Creeper.
But yeah, this one's pretty basic. Or there's a pretty iconic item that you'll see in the middle of the stage.
There it is. And you may have recognised that little tune at the start of it, the video. So you got the Power Box, which... Is this the first appearance for the Power Box?
Yep. And its design has not changed
No.
in like
Now-
30 something years.
And you could say also the function of it as well is pretty
Oh, the bonus levels,
the
you're gonna
same.
get all the coins. I played a hell out of this on one of the Super Mario Advance games on the Game Boy Advance included this as a bonus game. And actually, if you can remember, Super Mario Bros. 3 actually had a multiplayer mode that was this. On the NES.
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, I played the hell out of this on the Game Boy Advance. And I got, like, I had a really long run of it once where I played it for a long, like, had a good session and then game over, and I don't think I've played it since. Solomon's Key.
Yeah, for some reason I'm just
It's by Koei Tecmo.
interested.
Interesting.
What the name.
That's the developers behind, or publishers behind Dead or Alive. Team Ninja. Well, this game wouldn't have been Team Ninja. Wouldn't have formed yet, I don't think. Oh, I've seen this game before. So you just have to get the key and then get out of there.
Oh, it looks like it can get really intense.
There's a building mechanic of some sort in this. Need cover, just build.
Yeah, that looks like there's some intense parts of that game. Alright, next page. Last page.
Does the Switch eShop have these little trailers and stuff like that? I think they do have some trailers and videos. Oh god, Street Fighter 2010. This game should not be called Street Fighter. I think the story behind this is it was just some other random Capcom game in Japan, and then when they brought it over to the US, they decided to just rename the character to Ken, as in Street Fighter Ken. And this game has nothing else to do with Street Fighter as far as I know. It's not even a fighting game.
And we're about to see what their view of 2010 is going to look like. 1990. I was looking at the copyright at the bottom.
Yeah, this doesn't exactly scream Street Fighter, does it?
Yeah, what are we looking at here?
And that don't exactly look like Ken Masters. Mega Man, maybe?
Yeah, is this like acknowledged as part of the Street Fighter
I don't know.
history?
I don't know if it officially is or not. Maybe there's a page about it on the Street Fighter wiki. But no, this is
Yeah, I wouldn't say, like, let's say that Street Fighter does a big 50th montage or whatever. I don't think that'll include that game.
not a chance.
Crash and the Boys Street Challenge, Mega Man 5, 6, Mighty Bomb Jack.
Spelunker.
Ghosts and Goblins. Xevious?
Sounds a little close to Devious.
Super Dodgeball. And finishes on Mega Man.
Mega Man 1.
A lot of Mega Man titles as we just scroll through, which is...
Yeah, there's a lot of NES.
What is this?
Xevious is a shooter, I think. It's,
Shooter.
like a ship one.
No trailer.
Yep.
Well, yeah, this looks early.
I think I could be wrong, but I think Miyamoto has cited this game as inspiration for something before. But that's a very loose kind of thought. If you hit X, it should take you right back to the front page.
Alright. SNES. Let's see what we got.
Mario
The
RPG. I bought this because I know it's an obscure game. I know it's very hard to come across. So I thought, just buy it and I'll play it down the line somewhere. But this is Square Enix and Nintendo teaming up for an RPG.
Yeah, that's got that Final Fantasy look to it. Camera angle. And turn-based attack by the looks of things.
It does have one of the best video game songs of all time, the Forest Maze.
Oh, it's got wigglers in it.
Yeah, it's got the turn-based combat and everything.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think Paper Mario on the 64 was originally planned to be like a sequel to this, but because Square Enix wasn't involved anymore, they kind of changed it up. But there's a game, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, on the Game Boy Advance, which is a bit more in line with this. I played that game back in the day. It was awesome.
Even the title screen, like...
The castle and everything, that just looks...
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy 6 or something.
These attacks,
I see that attack there, like, commonly set as the sort of inspiration for Mario's Final Smash in Smash Bros. The fire attack.
Pretty sure like Peach becomes a part of your team and stuff in this too.
Yeah, Wiggler. I thought that was like only like new Mario Bros.
This is Mario's house. This game looks cool.
It doesn't look bad.
I think it looked great. I'm glad I bought it because I can actually play it.
Link to the Past. Dixie Kong's Doubles.
Donkey Kong Country 3. Country 1.
Mario World.
All the staples are here.
Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest.
So there's Mother 2.
I think this is the game that I would have spent most time or have memories of playing on the original system is Diddy Kong's Quest. Yeah. I think I played a bit of this on an episode of Retro Replay on the Switch.
Diddy's Conquest. Of a name. Let's give me some legendary music too.
Yeah. Yeah, like, is this Diddy Kong or Donkey Kong? Or is this some sort of Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yeah, Donkey Kong's not in this one. It was the Donkey Kong Country series is really weird because it's like the secondary character in each of the games became the main character in the next. So like obviously Diddy was the sidekick in the first game. Then he became the main in this, and Dixie Kong was brought in. And then for Donkey Kong Country 3, it's Dixie Kong and this one little baby one, which the name is not coming to me right now.
Oh, that bad.
But I've played Donkey Kong Country 3 because I have it on Game Boy Advance. They ported it, and I used to play it on that. But
well, put me down for a playthrough of this game after watching that. I think I want to get back and do like a playthrough of it.
Be warned,
at some point.
I've heard it's definitely like one of the harder games.
I do remember. Yeah.
Or there's some difficult levels, I should say.
Is it bound?
Super Metroid.
Super Mario Kart. Harvest Moon. I'm not familiar with anything about Harvest Moon.
I didn't realise there was a Super Nintendo Harvest Moon.
No, it's Pokemon.
So this looks like an indie farming game that would come out on the Switch nowadays. This looks like it's a game that holds up. 96. Looks great.
Castlevania, Final Fight 3,
Oh, yes.
Kirby's Dream Land 3, The Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Fight 2. Yeah, for some reason the sequels for Final Fight were Super Nintendo exclusives. Strangely. F-Zero.
Oh, there we go.
Now this... Another one of my favorite games of all time.
And did this like push the system to its limits almost?
Well, this was a launch game for the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
And it was one of the first to... So it was one of the first to show off the Mode 7. Which was the game's way of warping and manipulating sprites to display sort of 3D interpretations. So it's not true 3D, but the way the sprite maps itself and runs along, it gives you the sense of it.
And this on a CRT TV. What, you know?
I think I've played it on a
just as
CRT, because I've owned this game for years on the SNES. And I may have played it on there, but yeah, this game is just like, it's not like, you know, there isn't the most to do in it, because it's still a very early Super Nintendo game, but just the whole package of it together, the music, even the graphics, it's a very colourful game. And just the actual gameplay is just very solid. It's just, yeah, one of my favourite games of all time by far.
Was Super Mario Kart a launch title as well, or was they came down the track?
That a bit later. So this is like 1990, and I think Mario Kart is 93 or something like that. But yeah, Mario Kart uses the same thing. Same graphics technique.
Alright, where are we up to? Axley, Castlevania, Kirby Superstar, and Dream Course.
Dream Course is like a golf game. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Well, Kirby is the golf ball.
Okay.
I think you can play this on the Switch online currently, but it's a cool game.
I don't mind, like, we've streamed a bit of golf across our channel. Most recently we did Mario Golf.
Kirby games always just have like amazing presentation. I don't know what it is about them. I think there's actual objectives like getting all the enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah, Kirby. You talk about a franchise that comes in all different sorts.
A thriving franchise. How many Kirby games are on the Switch right now?
Yep. Alright, Cybernator.
I have no clue what that is.
Just looking at the picture,
Konami.
it's interesting. We'll just look at the screenshots of this. Okay.
Okay, it's probably like a, yeah. Oh no, it's like a mech shooter type game. But then he's platforming there, okay.
Platforming, bit of Metroid thrown in there. As Jake.
Jake!
Jake Sully, perhaps?
Soldier for the Pacific States.
Mega Man 10, Pac-Man 2. Only 2 pages here. Further Mega Man 10-3.
X, the X series is referred to. Apparently they're really cool.
Nabunanga Ambition.
I don't know what's actually just the Japanese version based on that picture. It's literally the Japanese version of the game. Probably because you don't need, I guess, English to... Because the way Picross works, it's a lot like Minesweeper, where those numbers on the grids tell you that... So there's like a 1,
Yep.
3, 2 would mean there are 2 next to each other.
Yeah, so based on the numbers.
Yeah, so it's like, I think, the way it's looking there... So I'm looking at this row with the 2, the 4, and the 3. There's 4 of them that have been selected and 3. That will suggest there's another 2 somewhere to be uncovered. And the X's just act as like a... It's like when you flag stuff in Picross. To say like, well, this can't be a location, so we'll leave that. And I think they all reveal like pixel images of like Mario characters and stuff. I had
I was gonna say, like, for a game, it's called Mario, isn't it? Yeah.
I think I might have had this on my old 3DS. Well, it might still be on it because I do have 2 3DSs. I have to check.
Oh no! So
Oh, here we
all
go.
the Street Fighters are coming up.
You bet I've got all of them. Actually, I don't have Turbo because I have it on the SNES. So, but yeah, back when I was getting into fighting games and Street Fighter, I was just getting all the Street Fighters that are on the Wii Virtual Console, and because it all carries over to Switch. Wii U. You can download them for cheap because you bought them on the Wii already. So I bought them.
We're going to see some of these titles in a couple of months, so we put it in our calendar. We've announced that we're going to have a themed month around like fighting games.
This was like the last update of Street Fighter 2 to hit the SNES, and the second last to hit the arcades before the I'd say the original run, because this game's been re-released many times. Oh, they picked Guile's theme. Yeah, they brought in like 4 new characters for this. Ooh, the cross-up. Well, they're showing them off here, so Fei Long DJ, T-Hawk was just there.
And what are your thoughts on like modern Street Fighter?
Well, I've heard that a lot of people weren't fans of it. Probably, I mean, like anything, it has fans, it has detractors, but I've not played Street Fighter 5 because I've never owned a PlayStation 4, so I could never play it. It was an exclusive.
Oh, that was an exclusive.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, I love Street Fighter. I play tons of old ones, even like up until right now. I'm playing Alpha 3 on my Dreamcast, but I've never played Street Fighter 5, and now Street Fighter 6 is coming,
Which is cross-platform.
Cross-platform, but I think it's next gen only.
And yes, and
So it may
it's
be
going to
time.
release on the PS4 and 5, but not on Xbox One.
Well, looks like we may be looking at upgrade time if I want to play this.
And
So
Windows. It's going to be released in arcade as well.
That's actually cool if it's getting an arcade cab.
Exclusive to Japan.
Because I don't think Street Fighter 5 did, but I know Street Fighter 4 did. Because I've actually played the Street Fighter 4 one. But yeah, Street Fighter 4 was like the latest Street Fighter game I've played, if you're not counting Ultra Street Fighter 2, which is yet another.
Where we're up to there. That game. What's next?
Nuts.
Romance of the Three Kings 4. Wall of Fire. What a
Koei
mouthful. Natsumi
Championship Wrestling?
Wrestling.
It's only got a 3-star review from Dave Meltzer. Oh, this is
Let's look at this.
I think this is on the Switch
The Viper.
thing.
Actually, yeah. There is a wrestling game that's in it.
Big Ape and Phantom.
Just watch the video.
We'll see if any of these are based off real wrestlers from the 80s here, as a lot of these games tend to do.
Let's
So-
see if there's any that we could try and find on Community Creations.
Best bet here is just look out for the Ric Flair copy, because there's always one in these games.
But they might see a Surface thing.
Might see a surfing. Oh,
94s. Okay, mid-90s.
Might see a Hogan. The Viper, I'm thinking, is Misawa.
Big Ape was the other name. Mr. Roach.
That looks like Ivan Gold or something.
Conan and Fangs.
Oh, who's that Beast on the ropes?
I don't know which one's which. I think Big Ape's the red one.
Yeah. Oh, is that Hogan running the ropes?
That's the one thing I like when it comes to older wrestling games. There was like a period of time we went through where there was no referee like in the ring. Then you get games like this.
This one had one in 1994.
Had a referee in the ring. Didn't make much of a difference.
None of the N64 games have one in the ring.
Yeah. And like they're still like it's nothing that detracts from it. It's just a thing that you notice. Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Alpha 2, goated game.
Now, I think there's a video of this on one of our channels, possibly.
We played all 3 Alpha games on we played Alpha Anthology on the PS2 there. So we did run through this game. But the fact that they put this on the Super Nintendo is kind of nuts. Because the SNES was... This is very late into the Super Nintendo's lifespan, like one of the last big games to go on it. So like, to put it in perspective, this game also launched on the Saturn and the PlayStation 1. So, CD-based consoles that can have the necessary memory to store all these animation frames and CD quality soundtracks and stuff. The Super Nintendo was literally pushing its limit here. And yet it still looks great. Oh, combo.
Even now, like, this looks really good.
The sound font they used was an interesting one. Sounds like a harmonica or something.
Interesting background right there.
Ah, yes. Oh, there's a guy. He's from Final Fight, as well as the 2 characters in the back we can see there. But yeah, this game has the infamous when the announcer says fight after like round 1, the game pauses for about 3 to 4 seconds. I've heard that's because it's literally in real time loading sprites, but apparently there's people have created hacks where it actually gets rid of that, so I have no idea what the technicality is there.
Don't know what this one is. City Connection.
Who the hell is City Connection?
Fighting.
That's the publisher. This is a beat 'em up. I'd imagine it is.
Yeah, definitely beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, we don't need to watch the video.
And we just scrolled past World Warrior. That's the OG version of Street Fighter 2.
I wanted to see Uncharted Waters New Horizons.
That just sounds like a combination. Uncharted and like New Horizons.
The biggest crossover. Nathan Drake in the Animal Crossing island.
And I just thought Horizon, like Horizon Zero Dawn or something.
Oh yeah.
Is this Final Fantasy 1?
What is that face on the bottom right house?
I think it's meant to be a boat. Looks like Daffy Duck or something.
It looks like a Koopa Trooper looking face on. Alec and Otto. They're fighting? Oh yeah, they're fighting.
So this is, it looks like just
That's their combat.
another one of those
Nee.
RPGs. I don't know if it's probably a JRPG, I guess, if Koei Tecmo made it, so same people who published that one that had the crazy long name before.
There's obviously a gambling game.
Yep.
Cards or whatever.
Why did they put this on here? Who's gonna buy this for $10?
Yeah. Gambling addicts probably. Yep. Pokies.
I mean,
Roulette.
It's better than spending 10 times that amount on a real life pokey machine or something. But
Yeah, that is true.
beats doing that.
And it's not like it's a gambling game. I wouldn't think Nintendo would put a gambling game on it that promotes gambling. Unless they are on the same thought train as well. Like, spend money in this game, not in the real world. Alright, moving on.
Hopefully if you're watching along and you're someone that's planning on making those last minute purchases, hopefully you're getting some ideas on what maybe to grab here.
Now we're going to see some absolute bangers of titles right now.
It's my favourite console.
We looked at Majora's Mask. We got Donkey Kong 64.
This was a big deal when it launched because I think people were still unsure if we were going to get it just because of Rare's involvement, even though it's a Nintendo property.
Paper Mario. I played a bit of that on one of the episodes of Retro Replay. Actually quite liked it. Ocarina. Yeah, we know. Everybody knows. Alright, Ogre Battle 64, Person of Lordly Caliber.
Oh, it's a Square Enix
Square
game.
Enix.
This is one of the few RPGs that got put on the 64 because they didn't get many.
Yeah, I can't say I'm familiar with this Yeah, well, what's the
It
video?
looks great. I've seen videos of this game before.
It already sounds good. 99. Okay.
Battle, if that was the battle mechanics, okay, it was not. It was some sort of formation or something. So we can imagine that if Square never backed out and switched to PlayStation, Final Fantasy VII probably would have looked something like this.
The piece of music that was in that trailer sounded really good.
It's 151 megabytes to download that game.
Mario Kart 64, Pokemon Snap. So also worth mentioning as well, so far all of these games except for Ogre Battle are included on the Nintendo Switch expansion pack. For the online service
Sin and Punishment.
is this game.
There was a big deal out of this one coming to the Wii Virtual Console because it was a Japan exclusive, and apparently it's one of the most graphically impressive 64 games.
Well,
I wouldn't mind watching the trailer for this.
yeah, let's go to the video.
It's I don't know if you remember in Brawl, the character that you just saw there wielding some kind of arm gun thing, he was actually an assist trophy in Smash Brothers Brawl. Yeah, this was the game he came from. Turn my headset up for this. Oh, he's got melee combat and shooting.
Okay, that
On
fire
rails.
effect just there. That's pretty impressive. Boss battle.
That game looked, for N64, pretty good.
I mean, just look at the character model. You can see there's a lot more polygon or a lot more texture. Slide.
I think the character's name is like Saki or something.
Gonna need 140 or less than the other game.
Oh, 100% intense and 100% for gamers.
Kirby Crystal F-Zero
F-Zero X.
X.
I've put in some serious hours in this on 64.
Oh, it doesn't come with a trailer.
I once had a goal to beat every cup with every character on every difficulty, but that was ridiculous. Didn't get far. I
Yeah,
almost
this is
convinced myself to try it.
the F-Zero game that I'm most familiar with. Probably the only.
Stayed at a solid
And what would
60
you
FPS.
say about the soundtrack?
Is raw as fuck. It's, I don't know what kind of sound font they programmed into the game, but the guitar sounds amazing in it. And they literally incorporate, like, there's different types of metal. It's like power metal, it's speed metal, it's very impressive and awesome.
Okay, so this is a game that we actually didn't know as Star Fox 64 here in Australia. Because when we went to the video store to rent out this game, we would be purchasing Lilac Wars. And for a very long time, like when I was becoming more aware, I guess, I always got a bit confused at first. I thought, oh, we got Lilac Wars and Star Fox. They're different games, but actually no, they're just the same game.
It's interesting that they'd
I don't know what the reason is. Do you know the reason?
I don't. The rumor I've heard is that there's a company, a European company called Starvox, that Nintendo didn't want to potentially clash with, and because of that, they changed it to Lilac Wars, and the Super Nintendo game was Star Wing.
That's what this theory saying. Starvox.
German company. Okay.
Starvox. There's Peppy.
Yeah,
And I gotta say, there's a lot of talk going around about what franchise Nintendo should give a movie adaptation to next with the Mario movie. I know everyone. I know. Look, I'll be the first in the cinema for a Zelda, but give us the Star Fox adaptation.
That Star Wolf theme. This game has a lot of dialogue for a cartridge-based system. The whole Independence Day kind of mission.
I liked the first person view when you're flying the ship. It just looks like inside of an X-wing.
This game was awesome because it had like secret hidden paths that you could find just by doing sort of silly things, like the very first level. After you pass through Corneria City, you're flying over the water, and there's these little rock archways, and if you fly under all of them, it takes you off into a secret second path that goes to a different boss. There's a ton of replayability in that game. Wave Race.
Oh, Wave Race 64. I don't know if it's this one or if I'm thinking the wrong thing, but there's a game that has, for like one of these consoles, really good water effects.
You'd be thinking of this.
It's this game?
Yeah. We actually own this back at the retro room, and I've booted it up to play it maybe once or twice, but I haven't quite fully gotten into it just yet.
Kawasaki.
But I mean, the water physics and just the way the actual water just looks. Like, how did they nail it in 1996?
Look at that. Like back around, retro gaming times, you could get away with putting out a jet ski racing game. I think nowadays, if you were to do that, you'd probably run into a bit of a profit loss. Oh.
No way. So this game actually did get a sequel. It was a legitimate Nintendo series because they got Wave Race Blue Storm on the GameCube. Which, come to think of it, the GameCube might be Nintendo's best console for including their franchises.
Got some big titles here. We played Mario Golf on our Retro Replay show recently. There's Mario 64 we were talking about. We're going to be presenting a playthrough of that. Mario Tennis. Then you got the Excite Bike. And one page. Let's have a look at...
So if you're willing to spend the money, you could own the entire N64 library. It's only one page full.
Excite Bike. I mean, there's been a lot of BMX, not BMX, motocross games over the years. Our editor LeBron is a big fan of one in particular. I have to get him to do a playthrough for the channel. I'm sure he'll enjoy that. Yeah, I mean, let's just count it here. 1, 2, 8, 9. 22 titles I counted. 21.
21.
Oh, it says at the top there.
21.
So if you go 21 by 13, that'll give you the total price if you want to buy it. Obviously, these are discounted because I own it. Okay, next category. is
the TurboGrafx 16, which is just odd that it has this. Because this was a TurboGrafx was just like another home console computer kind of hybrid thing. I think. There's one game I know that's not on here, but it's the only TurboGrafx game I've ever played. It was the home console port of the first Street Fighter game, and for some reason it was called Fighting Street. But the music was great in it, that's all I remember.
Bomberman has some good representation on this console, I've noticed as we were looking through. Just pick this one.
I think it's the reason for that is this console was actually sort of manufactured and produced with Hudson Soft, who I think worked on the Bomberman games, and they even worked on the Mario sports titles on 64. Mario Party too, if I'm remembering right. Could be wrong though. Yeah, Hudson Soft made this game.
Come on. Buffering. Okay.
What's this soundtrack? The gist I'm getting is 16-bit graphics with higher quality sound. Was what I was hearing just then. Okay, let's see if we can get it going this time. Oh shoot, now I'm listening to the music. Damn.
Yeah. Look, we're not gonna keep trying that one, but we got the gist of it.
Sounds like freaking Pantera or something.
Bonk's Revenge. Shockman, Final Zonk. The Necro, that's what I clicked on there. Lords of Thunder. Motorola.
That was a Konami game, that Lords of Thunder. Wow. Another Konami game. I'm guessing certain publishers were more cooperative in supplying their games with this.
There we go. Chu Man Fu.
Gradius, there's Gradius again. China Warrior.
Let's have a look.
They don't have Fighting Street. This game, it costs more than the others for some reason. I know they do that sometimes with games that used to be like region exclusive. To fairly old school style golf game, but with some nice graphics, fancy graphics thrown on the side.
Yeah, notice the higher graphical presentation.
Oh, animation.
That was smooth.
Yeah, I thought I saw Hudson Soft in the copyright again there. Oh. That's on the green.
Seems to have slowed down a bit going into this console. Turbo graphics. I think. Well, that's all the titles you see. Oh, yeah, you can see the different prices there. Alright, next one. Game Boy Advance. 70, so
They
we'll
put
try
a
to get
lot.
through this. Minish Cap.
Zero Mission, Sacred Stones, Metroid. A few Metroid games on here.
Fancy.
Golden Sun.
Super Mario Advance 4.
I think I had
Super
that
Mario
one.
Bros. 3.
I owned that one. I've played this Fire Emblem. I bought this on this eShop and it's awesome.
Let's check it out.
It's what got me into the Fire Emblem series. There's Lynn who's the assist trophy in Smash. There's a lot of the cutscenes are just kind of images with things in the background, but once the game gets going, it's the
I
Fire Emblem theme.
recognize the main theme.
It's that turn-based strategy. I think I got up to that level that was in that clip just there. Got your healers. There's the whole weapons triangle system where lances beat swords, swords beat axes, and axes beat lances. And you've got your magic casters. There's an interesting kind of mechanic in this, where certain enemies in each level you can actually recruit to your team if you talk to them with the right character. But yeah, and then there's always the classic, if a character of yours dies or something, you just restart the game and play the level from the start.
Pinball.
Oh, there it is, Superstar Saga.
The Saga. Warrior Landfall. Advance Wars.
Advance Wars. We're still waiting for Advance Wars. What do they call it? Reboot Camp or something? Mario vs Donkey Kong.
Mario vs Donkey Kong.
What?
Not a game I'm familiar with.
I'm trying to think of it too. This is not like March of the Minis where they had the little robot things. So what was this game?
What's the trailer?
This is skipping my memory right now.
Mamma mia!
Nice crusty GBA voice sample. Oh, so it's like Donkey Kong.
I'll listen to the little remix.
I like it. Oh. Oh, there's the minis.
Stole something. What was that area he was in? Some sort of factory?
See, this looks like there was a Donkey Kong game on the Game Boy. Whoa, he just got big.
Yeah, he just Yahoo!
It looks like basically a sequel to that. It was like that game disguised itself as just being like a Game Boy version of Donkey Kong, but then after you beat it, turns out there's like a whole game's worth of levels to play. Klonoa came out on the Game Boy. What?
Don't know.
What does this game look like?
The title credit looks like Moana.
Klonoa's that little character.
Hang on, let me get back into this.
I used to play a PlayStation 1 demo disc that had a Klonoa game on it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. We know it was definitely Klonoa, but we can't remember what the disc was to play. Yeah, I didn't know there was a GBA Klonoa game.
What does the main character look like? Sonic?
I take it there's probably some inspiration. He definitely looks like he could be a Sonic. I've seen someone made a hack of, I think it was Sonic Adventure 1, where they replaced him with Klonoa. Looked pretty cool.
Yeah, keep going. So don't forget, guys, if you want to get your hands on any of these games, you got to be quick because the store's shutting down. Kurikurikur and Advanced Golf.
GBA Mario Golf. Onimusha Tactics. F-Zero GP Legend. I think this is the final F-Zero. If the release date is like 2004 or something. Oh, we're not going to see. Maybe in the copyright, but...
Yeah, the copyright down here, I should say.
2004, so this was the final F-Zero.
Well, there we go. It's been...
Sadly. Nearly 20 years.
20 years.
unless you count, and I'm not counting it, the F-Zero minigame from Nintendo Land, Captain Falcon's Twister Race.
Yeah, no, that's just a minigame. But just, you just got to wonder, like, why can't they just make a game in the series?
The excuse has always been that, I think Miyamoto or someone, they don't just want to make just a straight F-Zero game. Like, they want it to be innovative. They want it to be all these excuses like that. Like, just give us an F-Zero.
That's Nintendo to a T. Like, they don't want to make a game for the sake of making a game. They want to make a game that will innovate and blah blah blah. Yet they will re-release the same game for 10 years.
Just give us a F-Zero with 30-man online. Get it to run at 60 FPS. Sold.
I mean, give us that. Give us Super Mario Bros. Switch. Give us. I just was thinking of one. Mario Kart Switch. But anyway, I do know one of their reasons for not releasing a new mainline 2D Mario title is because apparently they put all their ideas in that game, so there's no point of doing another one. Plus the whole Super Mario Maker stuff. This one.
Mystery Dungeon.
Isn't this like an what do you call it?
Yeah, he actually plays like the Pokemon.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Pretty cool. I used to see the DS versions of this game at our Video Easy rental store.
Mario Party. How do you do a Mario Party on your...
That's right, there was one.
Advance. Like, Mario Party is a very multiplayer game.
Yeah, unless you had 4 friends that had Mario Party and a Game Boy Advance, as well as the link cable, then have fun in single player.
Yeah, and you won't be able to do that on the Virtual Console. WarioWare Minicame Mania. Rayman 3.
Konami.
Is Rayman that old?
Yeah, Rayman 1 is on the PS1.
Wow.
It actually released on the Sega Saturn too. PS1, Saturn. I think Rayman 2 came out on 64. I know there's a Rayman game on 64.
Which makes sense, because, around that time, all the big publishers were trying to come up with their mascot, so to speak. So this was obviously Ubisoft's attempt. You think of like Spyro,
Crash,
Banjo and Kazooie, Crash,
Bubsy.
Yeah, that makes sense coming around that time. But yeah, I just didn't think it was that old. Konami Crazy Racers.
What the hell that is? DK King of Swing?
King of Swing.
I'm not familiar with this one either. It's a puzzler.
I'm gonna try guess what it is.
This
I've
looks...
already seen the pictures.
I don't even know what this looks like.
Well, we've had a math game where you had to solve things, so what could this possibly be? Oh.
This looks like it controls a little frustratingly.
They gotta collect the bananas.
The grabbing mechanic.
I wonder... What did the Game Boy Advance have in terms of, like, buttons? Were there left and right buttons?
You've got 2 face buttons, A and B. You've got 2 shoulder buttons.
Yeah.
And then start and select, and that's it.
I'm just guessing, like, I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe the shoulder buttons might be the grabbing for that, which would be very frustrating.
Press L and R to lunge and leap from
there you go.
That game looks rough. No thanks.
King of Swing, Super Mario Bowl,
That's the
Mega Man
pinball one.
Battle Chip Challenge. It's Power Tennis. Power Tennis?
I think that's just what the
Was that just what they
one's called.
titled it?
Yeah. Final Fight 1. That's yet another re-release of Final Fight, but this is actually like the upgraded. This game's awesome. I have the cartridge, and I also bought it on this Wii U as well. Don't know if this one's playable, but the music, just because the Game Boy Advance didn't have the most powerful sound chip, the music's all kind of 8-bit, but I think they made it sound okay. All I know is that this is a more accurate arcade port than the Super Nintendo version. This came out in 2001. Sprites are bigger than the Super Nintendo version. There's more enemies on screen. The Super Nintendo version can only fit 3 enemies at a time because of, I don't know, limitations with the hardware that they had dealt with. Meanwhile, this has like the proper amount of characters.
And of course, they're probably bigger because of the smaller screen that you play on. Whoa.
There's cutscenes in between fights too. This game had all the characters too. The Super Nintendo version was missing one of them. They literally could only fit 2 of the characters on the cartridge. Somehow.
A ring.
That's Katana or Sodom. It was playable in the Street Fighter Alpha series.
So just going through these pages, it's actually handling quite well the chop.
It's a shame this is all going down, which is why we're doing this.
This is our last look into it. There's Rayman Advance. Man. I think a lot of Mega Man representation. Look, Mega Man's a franchise that I see a lot, but I've not played it off as much.
We don't see a lot of it nowadays. Capcom's they kind of
refocused.
Yeah, they kind of butchered it a bit. Lots of Mega Man. Damn.
Turbo Revival.
That's yet another version of Street Fighter 2. I've got that. I think I've posted that to the Retro Replay Instagram page.
Yeah, don't forget, check out the Retro Replay on social media. Bottom of your screen there. Instagram, TikTok, and you can follow our Twitter, which is our generic Port Royal Network Twitter account. Alright. I think 2 more.
DS. You've got a couple of these as far as I know.
Yeah, so Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass.
Those 2 there, purchased.
The 2 sequels to Wind Waker, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo did say they're just straight up sequels to the game, so...
Yeah, I think Phantom Hourglass technically picks up nearly directly after, even from the opening cutscene.
And then Spirit Tracks, not to... If you haven't played Wind Waker or anything like that, this doesn't give too much away, but I'm pretty sure this game's about building Hyrule back up, and then Spirit Tracks is connecting and got that thing about the train that you travel around in. Partners in Time.
I remember this game coming out, but I never played it. It was basically just another Mario and Luigi RPG, but it was some sort of...
Right, yeah. That's the thing too, when you're playing this on Virtual Console, they'll come up like this on the screen. And I think...
There was a setting though to make it gamepad and TV, right?
Yeah, there's the bottom screen of the DS would come up on the gamepad, top screen up on the TV, which...
Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, I think that's a remaster of the very first Fire Emblem game. So I think he actually Mrs. Marth's story. Oh. This game fetches a mighty $1 on eBay if you want to own this for the DS. Sadly, like a lot of Fire Emblem games do for some strange reason. Oh, it's just got the mean. There's Marth now. It's got the meeting recruitment theme song. I like that they have the OG DS on this video here.
Yeah, the overlay. We should have, or at least on my screen. Project on TV, you can probably see it.
Well, what are these? They look like 3D models that were turned into sprites. Like, what's that? Have you seen that Game Boy Advance wrestling game? There's like Survivor Series and like Road to WrestleMania. Yeah. That's what these sprites look like right now. Like, I'm half expecting scene at a shop.
Yeah, look at that up there. The top screen. Yeah. And it's so smooth, the animations. If I was to do a playthrough of one of these, like I would do the obviously the Zelda games that I own. Wouldn't mind doing them for the channel. I think that'd be fun to do.
That'd be one of the only ways we can sort of play DS games on this channel without, because you can hack your systems to get them onto a capture card, but there's a bit of work involved in doing that.
Look, we're just casual streamers here. Not going to go too much effort. And I've actually played a bit of Phantom Hourglass. Yeah, that's the second, the sequel, isn't it?
Phantom Hourglass was the first one.
Yeah, so I would have played a bit of that one. But yeah, not so much that one. But anyway, moving on. There's
Mario.
DS.
That's an interesting one. Because it's a little hampered by the fact that it's D-pad only controls. It's not full 3D sort of movement, but it's also a graphically enhanced Mario 64. I owned 2 copies of this back in the day, and I managed to lose both of them. So it's been many years since I last played this, but I remember loving this. I like beat and got. There's 150 stars in this compared to 120. But yeah, this game was cool. I've still got like both of the cases for the games too, just no cartridge. I should really chase one down.
And so they just like rebuilt this game from the ground up. It's a full screen one. There we go.
Like, just look at the graphics.
Yeah, the textures look so much, not so much better, but they look
Plus they
nice.
brought in multiple playable characters. They introduced new sort of areas and sections like what we're seeing right here. Of course, you'll always have pure. And technically, yeah, I'd probably say I'd rather play the 64. But don't discredit this game. This game is actually well worth a play. If you've never played it and you like Mario 64. And it's got the minigames.
Let's show the minigames. We were just talking about, just before, about gambling, and there's Luigi in a casino.
Oh man, I used to play these so much. Just seeing these. I think the same minigames were on New Super Mario Brothers, the first New Super Mario Brothers game on the DS.
That's right, the first one was on DS.
The DS one, oh there it is. We'll get to it, I guess.
I'll just check out Animal Crossing. Come on. So I spent a lot of hours in the latest Animal Crossing, which was also the first Animal Crossing game that I've ever played.
I didn't own this, but my sister had this one and definitely played a ton of it. This game, I think it works a lot differently than New Horizons, but I'm sure it's just as fun.
My voice is echoing a little bit, but that's okay. Shadow Dragon?
Oh yeah, that's the one we
went back.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll just go into DS.
think I got this game for Christmas back in like 2007 or 2008. As well as like my first DS of my own.
This will be nostalgic for a lot of people. This game, especially those who own DSs. If you owned a DS, chances are you've owned Mario Kart.
I mean, and I've repurchased this game. I did get it on eBay because I think I did sell a lot of my DS games back in the day, and I just had to get this game again. But I haven't fully played through it again yet, so I'm still looking forward to doing that. But yeah, holy crap. Luigi's Mansion, clicked TikTok clock.
So what's the status of the shop now? So it's can no longer load money onto it, or is...
Oh, okay, I did mention I was going to talk about this. So there is a method to doing it. You need to link your Nintendo Network ID, which I assume you have one here. Otherwise, if not, you can create a new one. But you have to link that to both your Wii U and your Switch. And then there's a setting on your Nintendo Switch you can click. Actually, you know what? Let's so I've got the Switch just sitting on deck here.
Actually, what we'll do, we'll circle back. Sorry, we'll just we'll go through this first.
Yes, it'll be a good way to wrap it up.
Yeah, and then we'll finish on how to do that. Just so it's not just sort of jammed in the middle of the video, like with what they did with Mandalorian last week. Anyway. There.
This game was awesome. So this is like, I think it's because it was newer. Well, it was fresh at the time that it was just I probably remember most of these levels too. Like, I played the hell out of this game. Some of the music is slightly different because I know after the Wii one, whenever the second New Super Mario Bros. Game was, they just started reusing the songs over and over again. But this one has like I think the castle music is different. Certain other songs, but the castle song was really cool. Oh damn. I bought this one recently too, as well as Mario Kart DS, but I haven't yet to revisit it. But just watching this is bringing it back. If I had a list of I had to list what my top Mario games of all time were, this is pretty high up.
Yeah.
The gold star coins.
Gold star coins. So yeah, I am currently playing through New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is the remake of the Wii U version of the game. Well, not a remake, but like a remaster, or whatever you call it. This is the first of the series.
I gotta say, after we go explain the eShop process later, if you are looking to maybe purchase a game or two, I'd suggest this one.
I just looking at some of these, and I was just thinking about what you said as well. Like, this is probably one of the only ways we are going to play a lot of these Switch DS titles. So it might even be worth just adding some to the list.
Yeah, like I mentioned, that's definitely what I'm doing with the 3DS. I'm not too concerned about missing out on some stuff on the Wii U here.
WarioWare Touched. Interesting title. Oh, there.
To the minis. I think this is the one that brought Pauline back for the first time in like a long time. Oh, is this the song I think it is? I really like this song if it's long. It's just real goofy sounding.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like
It is a
think. Like, what other game would this be in?
I don't think it's in a game, but I've seen this in memes where they just put the most ridiculous sentence you've ever read in your life, and they're like, this is the music that plays when that happens.
Oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
I think if you look up that song on YouTube and you go to the comments and just read them, it's just it's a story.
What I should be doing as we go for this one is adding to the watch list so we can go back to it, but that's okay. It's not a big thing.
Mario Party DS was there.
Star
I
Fox
used to
Command.
rent that one was weird. It was like you had like a map that you had to command the ships where to go, kind of like a turn-based kind of Fire Emblem kind of thing. Oh shit! Used to play this one back in the day too. I still have it. somewhere.
Have we had another basketball game in Mario?
Not since the Olympics. I think the Olympics includes basketball, but not a standalone. This one was weird. I think this was a joint effort with Square Enix as well, because there's some Final Fantasy characters in this.
Oh, that's cool. The song.
Yep. Holy.
That's weird, like it's the camera positioning.
DK!
Oh!
Oh, he's doing the
he's
points
still
thing.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera's just, I don't know, it's weird for a basketball game.
Splash.
Score! Did Mario just throw a shell at?
Yeah, there's items. That's our blue shell. Gotta dunk that DK. BAM!
On the chandelier.
That's why there's like power shots you can do that will just go in from anywhere while you
Where's the
alley-oop it.
heat?
Oh, Luigi's about to throw that shit down. Go, did he catch that?
Oh!
Yeah, this
Add
game
that
was
to the
nuts.
list.
It was so there's like a single player mode you play through to get. I remember getting up to the last level. The last level was the Final Fantasy characters, and I could never beat them because they were just relentless. They were relentless on defense and offense. Couldn't do it.
Alright, we got Jungle Climber,
Master of
Master
Disguise.
Skies, Touch and Go.
Oh,
Train
Train Training. I have this because I owned both of them back in the day.
Is this the game that we're getting a new? No, I'm thinking of a different one.
But I think I bought this one on the Switch. My Wii U. Gosh.
Is there a level of this in Smash?
He's an assist trophy.
Yes, this trophy. That's what I'm thinking of. The numbers that come across.
If you actually get into a habit of playing it, it can actually be quite fun. They're just stuff that gets your brain going. It's like you can try and do your daily training. Leave. Okay, this is like, yeah. Counting the syllables, I guess. Oh, quick solutions. And there was this Sudoku mode. I used to play this all the time. There was no music and no nothing. It was just Sudoku, and it was very relaxing.
Do you hold the DS in sort of like?
With this one, you can actually hold the gamepad, the tablet upways like this, long ways, and do it like that.
Oh, that's it. Big Brain Academy. Yeah,
He's probably wondering where I am. I haven't played that game in a few years now.
of the Kawashima. Alright. Last one that's on the list here.
Probably one of the smaller categories, I'd say, since these are like actual full games. 28 is decent.
but
The Metroid Prime Trilogy's on here.
Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Damn.
But yeah, these are some of the proper games.
Pikmin 2. Of course, the entire Wii library is backwards compatible, but if you really couldn't find a copy of any of these games and downloading is all you've got, then yeah, go for it. Poke Park. I'm sure that was a Wii Shop exclusive, like a download only type game. Gotta get on the
Park.
Wii
Pikachu's Adventure.
store. Could be
No
wrong, but
trailer.
I thought that's what that was. This does not look like a disc game. I know, yeah, there's a WiiWare is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, he's running. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I don't know.
Which WiiWare reminds me, if you're someone who's collecting games on the 3DS, it's also your last chance to get DSiWare. So, like, we're talking downloadable games for the DS before the 3DS. It's pretty crazy that they still have some of that. They're a lot more basic, those ones, because DS games weren't very big. There's a couple of gems in there.
We're at New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Which is, yeah, continuing on the style of New Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I think this was the first sequel. This one was, at the time, it was seen as like, oh wow, this is amazing, 4 players at once. But then, I think there was New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS that was kind of eh. And then Deluxe on the Wii U was just basically more of the same, and now we have Deluxe on the Switch.
And I think I saw somewhere about like New Super Mario Bros. 2 wasn't originally meant to be like the sequel. It was in development. It was made as sort of like a spin-off sort of thing. And that's right, I remember it was called Super Mario Bros. Gold. That was
They
the
should have
title
went
for
with
it.
that.
And they decided to make it New Super Mario Bros. 2 because they were worried that people would take it serious as a proper game.
They should have called it that. That fits the game way better.
And they, like, the whole emphasis on collecting coins is present in that one. Super Mario Bros. Gold. But yeah, they made that decision to change it because they're a bit worried about sales or whatever.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, this looks
There's a shadow.
So you play, it's a platformer, but you play in the shadows. It's unique.
Title.
Icon Country, Wario.
I used to own the Shake
Land.
Dimension. It's basically just a Wario. There, I think that's one of the games I'm thinking of that has basketball. Mario Sports Mix.
Don't get any trailers with these Wii games. It's alright. Got ice hockey. Hockey?
Must be like a special mode. Dodgeball or something.
Oh yeah, that's dodgeball. Oh, that would be so fun. Mario Dodgeball again. Oh, there.
He's about to serve that. Oh, they're
There it
balling.
is.
Screenshot.
Shablam!
Shablam!
That's thumbnail material right there.
If we ever play
Oh,
this
there,
game,
look.
that's the thumbnail.
It said the characters from the worlds of both Nintendo and Square Enix.
So this was another
Didn't see any
Square
Square
Enix
Enix.
joint operation. I did not see
Not
it
even.
either.
No.
Maybe. Oh, I have no idea.
Maybe they just wanted to show off the Nintendo characters, but then they just straight out said it. Anyway, it's weird. Jungle Beat. Oh, that was the one that came with the drums, wasn't it?
That one was on GameCube, but I think this one did use a similar
Yeah.
peripheral.
Smooth moves. Skyward Sword. I played through this game and it's amazing. Zack and Wiki. Xenoblade. Another franchise I'd like to jump into.
Heard of Zack and Wiki. Oh, Resi 4.
Resi 4.
Apparently the weird version is like one of the best ways to play this.
Oh, that's
It's
it.
R18.
And this is fitting because
That's nuts.
the remake drops tomorrow. Resident Evil 4 remake.
Just remember that there was a point in time. Oh, there is Leon. You can play him in Fortnite currently if you purchase him.
Yeah, it's funny that because I was actually in EB Games today, and the staff there were packing all the pre-orders for this game, Resident Evil 4 or the remake.
So I think this game started as a GameCube exclusive, and then that's changed because now you can play it on just about every console.
But it says Wii Edition there. And so this is another one. We got is it a port? Or like a remaster of this game, or is it a new game? The one we got on Switch.
Oh no, that's a sequel. This one is I think this is a sequel to the GameCube one. I think the first one coming on GameCube.
I mean, they give us a sequel to the soccer game. What about the basketball game?
I think that's just looking at the screenshots of that game right there. I think that's the one where Wario hits the crotch shop.
Oh, the DX crook shop. Well, that's those categories, and then if you go down more, you got the Mario and Zelda, Nintendo Select. So that's sort of like the PlayStation Classics, Platinum, Xbox Classics. I don't think Xbox One these days do something like that. I know PlayStation 4 did the PlayStation 4 Essentials label. I'm just trying to think. I don't think Xbox One did anything like that. Because I definitely did it for the original Xbox. And I don't think they did it for the 360 either. Whereas PlayStation 3 had the Essentials label as well. Alright, there's Minecraft there, you can tell. That one's sports. So yeah, it breaks it down even further. So this will be the Wii U titles. So if you wanted to try and get your hands on some digital Wii U titles, I mean, yeah, just look at the titles.
That one's $1.50. This is just all the random games.
Yep. How many are in this? 22. Okay, I thought it was going to be like pages and pages.
This just might be like, just a select few. There was a thing way up back at the top that had the actual just full list of Wii U games, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
There it is. I wonder how many are in this. 36.
Whether these are download only or something.
And we're just seeing a lot of these. I remember seeing RTO3.
If you go
What is RTO?
If you go by sort and change it to by date. So this game came out in 2021. That's pretty
that is recent.
Oh.
It looks like a Nintendo 64 game. Well, actually, it looks
like a Sega CD game.
What are these creatures? Whatever they are, they're not worried about the player because they're looking away from him.
It's $14 and it's over a gig download. What?
Latest.
That Archer Special, I guess. When did that come out?
Captain New. What is Captain New? Shadow Archer Special. No fans of the Archer show. I don't think it's...
Wow, August last year, we got a brand new Wii U game.
2022 Ultra Dolphin Revolution.
I mean, it's probably a cheap sprite game. That's the NES font up the top there, but the fact that we got a game August last year, like I'm pretty sure the shop cancellation was already announced by that point. That's nuts.
Out of time.
It's March 22.
Don't expect too much from these games. Well, there's some sort of time travel plot.
It's a bit advanced for this.
Okay. With the twist, you can explore the past, present, and future from each level. The idea sounds cool. I don't think the delivery doesn't well. Just
Great
off the
idea.
screenshots.
Yeah, mid-execution. Yeah, it's probably what the rest of these here look like.
Yeah. So,
Just
is
Dance.
that Just Dance? Yeah, that's probably.
2019.
What's the little symbol there?
I think Just Dance 2019 may have been the final original Wii game too. It was either that or Just Dance 2020. Okay, so much for Just Dance.
$17 gigs.
Oh! Yikes.
And I don't know whether it's just the Wii or maybe internet at the time, but I do remember downloads took some time. Horror Stories, Pixel Maker Studio, Snake. I mean, that looks like a mobile game. Masked Forces.
It does look like a mobile game thumbnail. FPS. This looks like a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, it looks like a mobile game in-game as well. What are we on there? Oh. Alright, let's go to page 2. That's a mobile game. Adult Family Robot Racer. Just Dance.
Okay, you're not really missing out on much with these, but
Yeah, it's all about the virtual console if you want to try and get them.
check out the Nintendo X Indies. That's like the good downloadable games.
Shovel Knight, there you go.
Whoa, it's on sale.
Oh, that's
That's very
$57 to $8.
I guess that's their way of saying farewell. Steam World, Guacamelee.
Could you
Yes.
imagine, like, the day prior to it shutting down, Nintendo just goes $1 for every game. The Swapper. What does that look? It's a puzzle platformer. Just watch this. This.
Looks like
Okay.
one of those explorative puzzler types.
I think. I might have seen this in a modern store.
Steam.
Or something similar. No, yeah, I've seen it in the PlayStation store. The Swapper. Actually, it might be in my list, like, what do you call it? Watch list. Don't Starve, Chasing Aurora, Kung Fu Rabbit.
Wait, that came out on the... I downloaded Shantae there on my 3DS last night. I didn't know this came out on the Wii U as well.
Half Genie Hero.
Shantae's like one of those forgotten mascots kind of, but her games were pretty cool. DuckTales Remastered? Really?
Oh, this game looks good.
My favorite thing about and like one of the
Visually.
only sort of things that I do related with DuckTales is the Moon theme song from the NES game is like one of the best video game songs of all time. And there's like I used to listen to this one orchestral kind of remix of it.
Oh, sorry guys.
Tales Remastered.
Just fixing. I can't.
Am I gonna have to go and put some money on my Wii U now? $30 ain't gonna be enough to get everything that I've been seeing tonight.
Well, yeah, going through these.
I'm gonna have to like
We see in some.
I'm gonna have to make. Actually, I don't know if this still works with the Wii U. I'm hoping it does. I'm sure it does.
Territory. Well, let's get through the. Oh, that's it.
Nano Racing Sword.
We'll just look through the rest of this, and then we'll get
Fast
on how
Racing
you
Neo
guys.
was that icon that was there. That was kind of like a F-Zero style game.
There's Minecraft.
Star Fox Guard.
Star Fox Guard.
I remember this came out with Star Fox Zero, but I forget what it was exactly.
You can get it for $13 if you.
Wow, what's the point of that?
Yeah. This.
Some kind of like security. What's the word I'm thinking of? Tower defense. Whole game.
Yeah.
Slippy's
Protect Grippy Toad.
Slippy Toad's Uncle Grippy. Grippy and Grippy. Well, on Nintendo.
Interesting. I mean, I don't mind an expansion of the Star Fox universe. Tipping Stars.
Cube Life! No way!
This one... Is this like the latest in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series?
I think this was like a 3DS game. Judging by the graphics, they do look a bit kind of blurry. Just off those photos anyhow. But Cube Life! I can't... Cube Life is here! In the Indies page actually got featured. Just the screenshots speak for themselves, but...
Where have I seen this game before?
RTX
Look at
is
that.
on.
I mean, the light looks good in this game. But where have I seen this game before?
I think this game came out before Minecraft did on the Wii U, possibly. Oh, you can download the demo. You can actually get the demo of it.
You'd be purchasing this game.
Discovery.
What is this? Yeah, look. Shouldn't be surprised. I mean, the amount of Minecraft clones out there is... Especially with, like, around this era.
Come on now.
I mean...
Come on now. What is this?
Just look at the block. It's just like they've taken the... Oh, that looks good, actually. But it's like they've taken the block straight from that game.
Look at the animals.
One.
Oh. Because, like, I was going to say, it looks good, but, like, so does Minecraft.
Yeah. Actually, that looks good. The light... The way the light interacts.
There is one Minecraft clone that I used to play many years ago. It was called Eden World Builder. This looks like Roblox.
I'm gonna take a guess that this is in the same vein. Cut from the same cloth, so to speak.
Nintendo, what are you doing putting these in the indies section? This doesn't deserve to get spotlighted.
Actually, no, I have left the indie section.
Wait, what are
We're
we
just
in now?
in the
Action.
adventure
Oh
adventure
god.
section.
Game and Warrior. For fuck's sake.
I mean, if we had a lot of money and if we cared, we could do a whole episode around Minecraft clones. Is that Rainbow on the left?
It's Rumbo.
That's Prump. Oh, look there. Ronald Triumph. Duck Morissette. Alright, let's get out of that.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I went into this one, Playing Create.
There was a game that used to be on here. I don't know if it's still here. It was called Meme Run, and it was terrible.
Oh, there's some of the smart device apps that you can download. Got Mario Run on there.
Oh, and Fire Emblem Heroes Pocket
Heroes
Camp.
Pocket Camp.
I've got all three of those on my phone.
Yeah, I've got the Pocket Camp on my phone So... Oh, that's not actually a tile, it's just a...
Just an
separator.
advertisement, yeah. Maybe go to platformer. Just have a quick flip through that one. I want to see if it's here. Oh, there's only 7 items, so it's probably not going to be here. Okay, no. There was a game called Meme Run, and it was
We'll just search it.
It was the most ridiculous, like, over-the-top, meme-filled game. And it somehow got a release on here, but... it may not be on the store anymore. No. That, or it's not on our store. Maybe it's only in the US store.
In the US. I'm on off for the watch list. That Resident Evil.
Oh, that's oh wait, I want to remember it. The series is called.
I've just got a screenshot up, so you won't see the title.
Oh gosh, what is it? Fatal Frame. Am I correct? No, Project Zero.
Free download.
I swear the series is called Fatal Frame though.
What is the free download?
This may have been one. I think the demo would show up on your home screen. She's in Smash, I think, or her or another character from this series. The assist
Is that the picture? Like the picture?
The one that shows up, yeah, and like snapshots and freezes you.
Oh, that's an awesome assist trophy. So judging off this, I should be able to download it.
It's a trial version.
Ah, that's why. Alright, so if I go back...
Ooh, check out the charts, maybe. Is that Lego Jurassic World or something? This must be all your titles that you have enough time to be able to submit a review for.
Mars, Lego Jurassic World, Donkey Kong, Assassin's Creed 3, Netflix. So, fun fact. I used to watch Netflix, like I had this Wii U set up in my bedroom, and this is how I watched Netflix in my bedroom before I got a additional console.
My parents used to watch Netflix on the Wii U. Yeah, it's the only thing that we had that had it.
And like, it's weird, like you have this on the TV, and then you can, if you like rolled over, and then you can see it on the smaller screen, but yeah, it's weird. Twilight Princess, oh, that was good. Revelations, Lego Wii Party. There's Phantom Hourglass.
You played the Wii version of that?
Of
Sonic and All-Stars.
Sonic and All-Stars Transformed. And Mass Effect. Yeah, I remember owning these games. Yep. Yeah, I played, the last time I played Mass Effect 3 was on the Wii U edition. And yeah, I remember owning this game as well.
My brain just does not remember this. Either that, or I just like didn't care for that game at the time.
Yeah.
So my brain just didn't.
Where's the charts there?
Wonder what's top of the chart after all this is. So this is like the final #1 ranking. This is not going to change it. Oh, it's recent. I'm guessing lots of people are snapping this up.
So maybe it will change. So a lot of people are snapping up Shovel Knight, Spirit Tracks, why?
Blocks. That's a Nintendo. Super Mario RPG,
Yeah.
Metroid Prime Trilogy, Dungeon Games.
Portable Space Adventures. Oh, the Majora's.
NES Remix 1 and 2. After this, check out what the all-time listing is.
This is like, yeah, I'd expect to see all these games. All?
I think that'll be it, yeah. It's gonna be the best-selling game, I guess, on this online store. Mario
Yeah,
64.
has to be.
Minecraft is up there. Mario World, I'm surprised that's up there. I mean, because it's a good game, but... Ocarina. Platoon, a lot of people bought it digitally, I guess.
Earthbound, top 10. Brain Training. Don't know what that one is.
Oh, that's the like the minigame collection of the NES stuff. Or you're talking about Trine.
Oh, you're trying. Two.
Well, it's $5. Must be good if this many people are buying it.
Oh, what's this say? Don't know what that says.
This looks very. I don't like that, but this game looks very.
Oh,
pretty.
wow. Very artistic.
That first,
Like
very
a
first
painting.
screenshot was very colourful.
Is this the game? Or is this just...
This looks really good. For $5.
For $5?
This looks like a pickup.
Alright, let's we'll end on one of these videos. Maybe we'll go with, I don't know, just go the first one.
Hey, so you might be wondering what I'm doing with the headset, and it just happens to be that we just got the new patch for the Trine 2 Wii U version. And so you can use one of these Wii U headsets, or you can just use the gamepad itself to talk to your friends, or even just with the TV, because the microphone over here works either way. So we have Joe playing on the other side of the office right now. Joe, can you say hi?
Hi, I hear a loud word.
There you go. And you know, you can do
This
that
game has voice
communication
chat.
across offices or in the same house or even across continents, making communication a lot more easier than it was before. We also brought something new with the patch. So Kaitsu here is playing with the Pro Controller. Another new addition if you're more used to the classical layout rather than the nunchuck and the Wii remote. And as a third thing, we added better graphics. So there was a problem with the screen before, it was a bit gray, so we redid that, put a lot more color into it so it looks nice and fresh now. And good news for everybody in New Zealand and Australia, we got the version out over there too now. So finally you get to play Trine 2 on your Wii U.
Well, thank you.
And our way of saying sorry, we put it on sale, so it should be a little less pricier than it should have been. So for you guys to get all the new stuff with the patch, so the voice chat, the Pro Controller support, and the better graphics. Hope you guys enjoy.
Not exactly the
What was that?
video
I think we watched the wrong video.
I was wanting.
It's a multiplayer game. There we go. We're inside. Jolly Belly.
Oh, that was cool. I will say the trailer there didn't look as good as the screenshots that we've seen, but still
There is a bit of
pretty good.
compression in the video.
Hey,
And Majora's
wondering.
Mask rounds off the 20th spot.
that's your top 20. I mean, going back after everything we've seen, I would actually like to add that. I'd buy that one.
For $5, I mean, why not?
Yeah. What are some other titles in the top? Let's go to the top 20. I don't know any of these games because I have access to like these two, I can get them elsewhere. That one will probably be
It's still $40.
That's the thing, like every Minecraft edition, it's always $40.
Pretty sure it's been like that even since like the PC version.
Recently popular.
I'm gonna guess video.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
Odd.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, like things like basically most of the DS titles is probably where I'd go back and spend a bit of money. Because like we said during that part, probably the only way we could present a playthrough of those games. So speaking of which, let's get on to how you guys can go ahead and purchase games from the store before it shuts down. So what's the process?
Okay, so you'll have to bear with us. It seems confusing at first, but once you kind of get it going, it's very, very simple. So basically what you're going to need to do is, if you could go to the home menu on the Wii U there.
Yep.
So if you can remember back our online accounts from this era, the 3DS and the Wii U were the Nintendo Network IDs is what those accounts were, and you can actually still create them new accounts now. So if you have to do that, it's something you can still do. So you can see the logo up by NEXUS's Me there. That would suggest that he's got a Nintendo Network ID account assigned to his sign on here. And so basically what you're going to do is, I'm going to bring up the eShop on the Switch here. You may need to jump on your smartphone or a computer with internet to do this. And basically what you've got to do is you've got to go into your Nintendo account and you've got to make sure that your Switch is linked to your Nintendo Network ID. So it's important that we're not talking about the Nintendo account, but the Nintendo Network ID. If you actually go into your account here, account information, we're going to try and avoid showing any sensitive information on this. Okay, so there's still an option to do it here about merging funds. I'm going to avoid showing this here, and we're going to go to also avoid touching the screen. Basically, you go up into the top corner here. You can see where it's lit up here to go to your account. You go into that. This is after you've linked your account, of course. And you'll notice an option to merge funds with 3DS and Wii U. Will be just under your amount there. You click on that. It'll bring you to this page here, which sort of explains the whole, basically what that's going to entail. And because we haven't done it yet, it'll ask you to link it to an account. It's the A button. I'm doing this by looking at the stream screen here. And so basically, from the next step here, it just says to link. Now the tricky part is remembering what your Nintendo Network ID details are, because I 100% didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure we probably created these close to like 10 years ago now, so you're not going to remember, because the next sort of option it presents you with is to log in with the password and ID name.
Ooh.
If you don't remember it, it is not the end of the world. There are options to either, like if you've forgotten your ID or if you've forgotten your password, there's the measures you can sort of take to kind of do that.
I might have a go trying to log in. Let's do this. Let's merge them.
Yeah, so how easy the recovery would be, yeah, you have to have this same email address you would have used as well as the exact thing. Otherwise, what you can do is create a whole new one, and then because this new one, you're not going to use your Nintendo Network ID for anything else, so it's not like if you want one account to be your main personal one, it's not going to matter after the Wii U store shuts. You can just create a new one and then link that to maybe a new user on your Wii U, and then that way now you've got the password fresh in your mind. You can link that to your Switch, and once you make that switch, you can just add funds regularly with your credit card or whatever to your Switch, and then after that you hit that button to merge your funds, and just like that you've got money back on your Wii U and 3DS. That's what I've been doing with my 3DS. My 3DS is currently linked to my Nintendo account, which is linked to my Switch. So whenever I put money on my Switch, it also shows up on the 3DS as well. So it's a little confusing. I think if it were up to Nintendo, they wouldn't have had this still be an option. I think this is just a loophole, just based on the fact that it's an old method that they can't quite get rid of just yet. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to try and remember your password, or if you think you would have used the same email that you use now.
I will.
Otherwise, we can go through creating a new Nintendo Network ID.
I will have a go at doing the password.
Here we go.
So,
alright, so I'll give you the Switch here. Okay.
we'll kill this cam. Don't need that up anymore. Get a bit of background music happening here. So this is going to be a Hail Mary, so to speak.
Yeah, like if I wanted to do this with my own Wii U, because I still have my original Nintendo Network ID assigned to my login here, or my account, I can just create another user sign-in, and then add that Nintendo account to that, and then add some money on the Switch, and then go download some Wii U titles. So I'm really thinking about doing this because of everything we've seen tonight. I'm still in the process of doing the 3DS games. But yeah, it's like day one of the moon falling. Get in, you need to get in and do it now before it's gone. I mean, yeah, it sucks that this is happening in the first place, but what are you going to do? Go up to Miyamoto and tell him to don't do it?
And look, at the end of the day, it's the Wii U, which is finished.
Yeah, the only people that still play Wii U, I guess, either aren't really into modern games or just really loved the console or something. They just absolutely loved it.
Okay, that ain't gonna work. Don't know if you get much attempts. I'm gonna try. I think I'm pressing it right, like the buttons. Okay, I'll do one more try. I've tried some usual passwords. It would help if I knew what the password requirements were, like capital letter, do you need a symbol in it? That will determine the passwords that I am attempting.
Otherwise, if all else fails, like I said, yeah, we can just create a new ID. It's very quick to do that. It just generates one straight up. And the awesome thing was, I'm pretty sure certain usernames could be taken or not. I can't remember. But all I know is my new like final ID I made, the username of Jacob Zion 28, which is exactly what I use for most things, I was able to use, so it was even better. I was happy to make the new account.
Yeah, that's not the email. Alright. What if I did this? Remember, this is over 10 years ago.
I don't remember what year I got my Wii U.
It would help if I spell it right.
I think I got mine 2013. It was either 13 or 14, because I remember Smash Wii U didn't come out yet. I got that game for Christmas. Must have been Christmas 2014, because the game came out in 2014. And I just remember just like playing the hell out of it Christmas Day, and then also just kicking back and flicking through the game's soundtrack. And I remember there were some songs from N64 Smash that were included, like the Yoshi story level song. I was just like, oh my god, I couldn't believe this.
Yeah, well, I've got the email.
Little did I know that oh, actually that's our first step then. You should be able to redo the password then. Because I would have zero clue what... I don't even think I had an email address back when I made this. I'm sure like my dad probably set it for me or something.
I'll give this back to you to get back to the screen while I look over here. See how we go, guys. I'll just try a bit. I won't sort of have you guys just watching us try to do this sort of stuff, but at least you guys know what the process is if you guys wanted to try to do this. Remember, you don't have long.
Speaking of limited time software, I was just looking at the Switch here. I remember stuff like Super Mario 35. I can't believe they limited that to just the year. That's like ridiculous. It was like such a amazing like multiplayer game, and they just decided to make it only playable for a year. Like, I don't understand it. Tetris 99 is a game that's still going, but Mario 35 was so awesome. I'm glad I at least got to play it, and I think I got a couple wins in it. Another one is they actually released a full translation of the original Fire Emblem game, which the name of it is escaping me at the moment. I think it's Shadow Dragon. Shadow Dragon's a DS. It's something... Oh god, is it Shadow Dragon and something? I can't remember, but that's not important anyways. That was also limited because there was some sort of Fire Emblem event going on, and I managed to buy that while it was there, but I don't think you can buy it anymore. So Nintendo's definitely been doing some weird stuff lately, and there's the whole Super Mario 3D All-Stars thing. You can't buy that on the eShop anymore. That you have to go and find a physical copy of. I remember thinking that was going to be a big deal if I didn't buy a copy of it.
Yeah, look, I think there might be a bit more steps that I need to do as well, but we'll keep moving on. Yeah, we'll keep going here because we'll have to sort this out off stream. But yeah, what are some of the games that you think you're gonna jump in back onto the and I know we didn't look at the 3DS store because we didn't have that with us, but are there any titles on there that you've got your own?
Yes, because I was doing this just last night actually. I was pretty much flicking through all the stuff there. I downloaded Minecraft Nintendo 3DS edition, and I know this is going to sound very disappointing to many people, but it was $40. So, oh, temporary password sent. Please check your email. Did you maybe have to click that before checking your email?
Possibly.
Oh, hang on. We might have this going, but I'll keep talking about the 3DS shop there.
Yep.
I think, did I mention it before? I've got all the Sonic Game Gear games. I'm rounding up all the Mario, Zelda, and whatever Virtual Console games. I've settled for Pokemon Crystal because all the old school Pokemons are there, but I think Crystal's the one I'm gonna rock with. Yeah, I just bought a couple cool eShop games that looked piqued my interest. Shantae was one of them. Surprisingly, there's a few exclusive 3DS games like Phoenix Wright games. For some reason, they're exclusive download only. No clue why. There are a couple random Nintendo exclusives like Dylan's Rolling Western and stuff like that, which I thought I'm just going to download because they look cool and it'll be my only chance to play them.
Yeah, I think for me, going over to the Wii U store, definitely, like I said, some of the DS titles I'm gonna try and get on there. Like Mario Kart, games like that. Even Mario
New
64
Super Mario Bros.
DS as well.
That'll be an interesting
New
one.
Super Mario Bros. You know, those type of games.
So we're back. I'll just so we're going to do that same process before we go back to your account on the eShop screen, and then just under where it says add funds, you're going to find that little button that says merge funds with 3DS and Wii U, which will get it and take you to this screen just as a reminder. And then you want to hit that button there, merge funds, and then link. I'm going to hand this back to NEXUS to link his account here. When it loads.
So what I had to do, guys, I didn't remember my password.
And how could you?
So I've reset it. I've had to log into my old email that was associated with this, which has 13,977 unread emails. So that's that. Most recent was today at 4:20 by IMDb. So obviously this account was registered to my IMDb account. And I've had to change the password. I've done. This should work.
Another account has already been linked. Interesting.
Please tell me more. Well, that throws a spanner in the works.
Another way we can, okay, to check this, you want to log into your Nintendo account on the Nintendo website. So do you know what your just Nintendo account is?
Yes.
Just go like a Nintendo account login. Because this will show you, if there's one already linked, then it'll show you what account that is. Because strange.
Yeah, that
then.
shouldn't be like that.
Not linked. Never. Okay. Well, let's link it here, maybe. I think this is how I did. I linked it there first.
So I'm on the Nintendo website right now, guys.
Now we're on the same sort of
this could
screen
be
here.
This one.
We'll just close the eShop on this so it doesn't accidentally interfere with anything going on. Another account's already been linked. Now this is interesting.
This is interesting. Alright, I'm going to have to sort this off stream, guys. This is not something we're going to sort out right now, I don't think.
But yeah, we did mention there is another way to work around this, is just to create a new account.
Yeah.
I think only problem there is probably that I'm trying to think. Yeah, there is a way around this that we'll have to sort out. But yeah, it says there's one not linked, but it's telling us there is one.
Yeah. Unless this is linked to something else.
I wouldn't imagine it would be.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Like this is. Anyway,
you wouldn't have any
gonna
other.
sort this out afterwards.
You don't think you? No, because it's the same sign-in. Maybe you don't think you linked
it.
it.
My second Switch.
You didn't think you linked it to your original Switch? What if that's the case?
If that's the case, that is the most ridiculous.
How do you get it back?
Most absolute ridiculous thing that they could implement.
Give me my account back, Nintendo!
If you link an account and it's linked to a Switch, then what purpose does that serve moving forward? If you were to, if they want you to upgrade to an OLED, but then your old account is stuck with your old Switch that they encourage you to move on from, Nintendo, please.
I think we've solved the case. I'm pretty sure that's probably what the issue is here. You may have linked it to your first Switch. So it's did you make a new Nintendo account when you got your new Switch?
Yes. No. This is the same Nintendo account.
Oh, I'm wondering. I wonder why it's doing that then, because that, to me, that doesn't sound like that should be an issue then, but it seems to be.
That's right. Like it's. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort this offline at some point because I've got to move along quickly as well. Hang on a minute. Do this off stream. Sort it out. But yeah, that has been a look, possibly our last look, of the Nintendo Wii U shop here on the channel.
We're gonna miss it. And the 3DS. Shout out to the 3DS too.
And the 3DS shuts down in, what was the date on that one?
The date I'm hearing get thrown around is the 27th of March.
Okay, so we got Monday.
Get in.
We got this weekend. Weekend is here. The time has come to do that.
Me personally, I'm going to be away from home until at least Saturday, which will be the
25th.
Which will be the first. I mean, sorry, the 25th. Oh gosh,
Cutting it close.
got to get in there, but
yeah, that's the last look at the Wii U. And don't forget, if you want to get any of these titles, just follow that directions. Hopefully you have a bit more luck than I did. But if you do get stuck, just Google it. It'll be all there. Nintendo site will tell you how to do it. The actual linking process will tell you what to do as well. If you get into any trouble, just Google it. I'm sure there are some forums. Maybe there might be a Reddit. Explain the process if you have any difficulties.
I think I learnt through there was a YouTube video. So YouTube is your friend.
YouTube's your friend if you didn't follow along with us. Listen, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and the notification bell to stay up to date for when our next upload is. Thanks for watching the video. And what did you think of the Wii U shop? What are some of your memories of the Wii U shop? What are some games you're hoping to try and nab before they're gone? Whatever the games are, jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. That's been the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here next time on 1UP.